So FairJourney Biologics is a biotech company. We were founded 10 years ago, and the aim of the company is to discover and engineer antibodies. So antibodies are large molecules that are mostly used to treat people. If you look at the most sold molecules in the world, most of them are actually antibodies. So that shows the relevance of the science that is done here to promote the advancement of new treatments to cure diseases. Obviously, 2022 was very difficult. Let's not forget that we were still very impacted by the pandemic. Let's not forget that we have a war in Europe that created havoc in our society. So, against a very stressful year, especially also with the financial markets having a significant downturn, the company did exceedingly well. We grew the business by 50%, and more importantly, we grew the adjusted EBITDA by 70%. Our team, again, in a very difficult year, in a very challenging year, they were able to grow the business, they were able to commit, they were able to organize themselves to meet the high demand that we have. And none of this is possible without the team we have. So for me, that's the most important positive aspect of 2022. As a second positive aspect is, of course, the high demand we have. I need to praise our partners, our clients, our customers, because they believed in us. And last but not least, to see 13 of our antibodies being in clinical trials. That is a spectacular achievement for a 10-year-old company. We were able to deliver based on two aspects. One is the level of automation in the company. So all this automation allows us to run about 150 projects in parallel with the capability to grow. So this is an unrivaled number compared to anywhere in the world. On the second aspect is the efficiency of the team. So the way the team is organized, the way they perform their daily operations. And again, it's a tribute to the team and the way that they self-organize, maintain their independence, maintain their creativity so that they can deliver to our partners the antibodies they want. And of course, we were born in Europe, and our footprint, our initial footprint, was highly focused on Europe. For the past 1.5 years, we've been expanding dramatically in the US, our US operations. So we now have people operating from the United States, both in Massachusetts and in California. We see that there is high demand for our services and for our scientific expertise, and it only shows that the way forward is to expand our footprint in the US. We made a challenge to our partners, which was to create a place to share knowledge. We created a conference that is actually free, that is now called the Antibody Series. And the speakers are some of the key leading opinion makers in the world in the antibody space. So much to our surprise, this year we had 3,500 people subscribing to the conference. And that already puts our conference as one of the biggest conferences in the world. And of course, we're full of joy on that. So now, the sky's the limit, obviously. If you want to reach the moon, you aim for the stars. And for that, we will go to a scientific retreat in a spa city called Vidago in the north of Portugal, where we booked most of the hotels there, with, of course, special significance to the Vidago Palace Hotel. And what we want there is to create an environment that fosters the exchange of ideas in our world. There will be several news in 2023. But we will also monetize what we've achieved in 2022. So our cold storage department is a massive success. We now are able in 2023 to capitalize and monetize on that success and expand the reach by storing clinical trial samples. We've pegged our cold storage activities to a logistics division that allows handling of materials and managing entirely virtual biotech companies. So that was one of the achievements of 2022 that will give a boost to our revenues in 2023. Not just that, we've expanded our antibody libraries, and we now have the Explorer libraries. They were already presented in scientific meetings. So the Explorer libraries pegged to our proprietary mammalian display technology will allow us to be at the forefront of antibody discovery in 2023 and beyond. And last but not least, during the year of 2022, we have created a new division to the company. So this new division is in charge of two activities. One is the creation of stable cells for the expression of antigens. And also in the same division, we will have cell line development. So cell line development is the obvious next step in the value chain. So for us, it's critical of importance to continue to serve our clients. And to serve them in the best possible way means having cell line development. So together with our proprietary mammalian display, this will help to transform the business, creating more diversity that will lead to higher quality antibodies, that will lead to new therapies, that will obviously lead to treat more people.